Alrighty, boys and girls, is the pump over? Now, today, if you're holding meme coins like Pepe, Turbo, or Breton Base, or other top meme coins, or even other mid-cap or low-cap meme coins, you're wondering, is the pump over? Is the bull market done with? Is that it, right? Well, in today's video, we're going to be talking about this exact matter right now and what's happening with the market. Are we going to go up or down or sideways, or what the hell is happening with the markets right now? So, with no further ado, let's get into today's video. And as usual, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Now, here, guys. Today, we've got Pepe still consolidating above that previous all-time high. So what we know about Pepe, right? So usually Pepe likes to bounce off that all-time highs, right? Previous all-time high, go to it, and then bounce back up. So you see this yellow line here? It is exactly where we've seen Pepe back in the days pump. And also market sentiment here was pretty much like what we see here today. The market was bleeding, everyone was screaming and freaking out and all that stuff, which is very important, which is one of the messages I want to really talk about here in today's video, because I see a lot of people, right? They join the crypto space, right? And they see these massive pumps, and this becomes like their new standards of life in general. They see like Pepe pulling a 250%, which is like a 3x and a half, right? In like a matter of 40 days or like 43 days or a month, and people get used to it. So now when we see these markets going down, people now, because they got used to pumps every 80 days, every 40 days, every month, every time there is a new coin, every time they want something like that to happen. They want the next 17x on something like Pepe or like the other meme coins they invested into in the long term, which is something important also, right? To be invested in for the long term. And they see this and they want another 17x from Pepe right now today. And instead they see this redness, right? They see this redness and people start to give up, right? People start to think that's it. The bull market is over. The pumps are over. If crypto is a scam, this will never happen. Or little do they know is usually takes time, right? For things to go up, they must go down and they must go sideways and they must do things, because this was a 20 days or like 2 weeks of excitement of Pepe pumping and all that crazy stuff. But then people don't like this, right? A drop of 60%. And this is an example for all the other coins. Basically, people see another drop here, right? Like another 25% and another here, another 20% or 22%. And each time we see these drops, we all get the same feelings or like market sentiment where people start to think that's it, it's going down, it's over. And that's why also it's very important to understand that you should have conviction in the market on the coins that you're buying and why you are buying them and the exact reason why, right? So let me explain to you here something that's gonna happen, right? Or at least that's what we're waiting for. So whatever narrative you are on right now, or like whatever the new celebrity is shelling right now, you should know that now the market is going to do this, something like that, right? Like we're gonna have 2 months of this sideways, something going up and down, like sometimes some new narrative just pops off out of nowhere, right? While the market is bleeding, this money is like like the last minnows, the last fish left in the tank, trying to eat as much as they can before really like as they are thinking before this happens, right? But instead what we see is this, right? Is a pump up, right? So as I explained, we're possibly gonna have 2 months of sideways and bleeding, especially on these top meme coins and the long-term narratives, because people sell them because they're boring now, because Pepe is going down and all that stuff, even though Pepe is at support. But people are selling those to jump on the next hot narrative, like some celebrity coin or like some daddy or mommy or whatever coin, and they get burned. And then as soon as we end these 2 months and we're gonna have that parabolic rally, right, that we're expecting. So for those that are tuning in for the first time, so what we're expecting is this October, around October, September 2024, we're gonna have the first altcoin major season, like up only, where everybody gets rich, right? Or at least most of the people that play their cards right, and people that hold strong narratives, hold strong conviction plays and all that stuff, these people are gonna make most of the money. But people that are gambling, right, trying to trade their way here while the tides are pulling back, while there is not much capital in the market trying to make every penny they can out of this market, they get chopped up here. And then once we're gonna have this massive rally, they're not gonna be around, or their coins are not gonna pump with this, right? This is very important. So this is others, which is the all other altcoins besides the top 10 coins by market cap. And we took these fractals, these like ghost candles from the previous highs, right? This from 2021 and 2017, right? And we lay them out here, and we're exactly in this period, right? Like here before the major run, and we are also here in 2017 before the major run. So we are here. Usually this takes around 2 months before this starts. So what we really be asking is the bull market over? No, most likely we're gonna have a 2 months of this sideways, and then the real bull markets will start with the elections, with the rate cuts, with the money injection and all that stuff, the economy healing and everything happening right at that time period. The real question is, will your meme coin pump with this massive run? Is your meme coin gonna pump with with it, right? So what we see today here, like if you go to like top meme coins like Pepe, Dog We've Had, Floki, Bonk, Breton Base, Book of Meme, and like the list goes on, right? Like even the other Pepe coin, Turbo, and we have Andes and all those, they all are now set narratives for the future, for the bull market. How we know that? Whenever you see like a mother coin or like a daddy coin or like some new narrative that's trying to get money out of the market, you should ask yourself, is this narrative gonna survive long enough, right? Is this narrative gonna get picked up by this massive run that we're expecting, this up-only market? And what do we know so far is we have these top 3 meme coins. We have Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Pepe. So Dogecoin has been around since 2013. It's an old meme coin. It's a blockchain of its own. It's a meme coin with utility, whatnot, whatever you want to call it. One of the oldest coins and all that stuff. We have Shiba Inu from 2021, and we have Pepe, and we do have also Dog We've Had and Floki, Bonk, and all that stuff. So what I want to get into is we've seen Pepe got listed on Binance, which is a major step, like which is a big exchange. It got listed here, right? So it got listed in May 2023, and this was like 4 weeks. Like it took around 4 weeks after launch of Pepe before it got listed on Binance. It was around April, March, and then Pepe got listed on Binance, and then nothing happened. But what we want to know is, will this survive? So as soon as Bitcoin started pulling all-time highs and we had the bull market frenzy and all that stuff, which was February early this year, right? We've seen a lot of coins, a lot of things pumping. Pepe pumped with it, along with Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, Dog We've Had as well. But I'm gonna come back to the Solana matter, right? So we know, right, or at least we have big chances to know that Pepe is gonna pump as soon as we're gonna have the real altcoin season, meme coin season and whatnot, and Bitcoin going crazy, and we have news and we have everybody trading crypto, and crypto, it becomes the new thing again and everyone loves it, right? Not like today. So we know for a fact that Pepe follows Bitcoin and even outperforms Bitcoin, right? It pulled a 17x while Bitcoin just rallied from like 50k or 40k, 70k. Pepe pulled a 17x, right? And now it's dropping. Oh my god, it's dropping. Should I sell, right? And what we know is it's gonna follow, right? And if we look at SHIBA, right? Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu did the same thing, right? Shiba Inu, we know that this guy also follows Bitcoin. Shiba Inu got almost close. Like this is the fib extension. So just let me show you this, right? So this is all-time high on Shiba Inu, all-time low on Shiba Inu, and Shiba Inu pull. Like this fib extension just shows you the percentages of the pumps, right? Like so this one 0.25 just shows you how much Shiba Inu recovered from the all-time high. It recovered 25%, then it recovered 50%, then it recovered 75%. So it had only left like 25% to get to the all-time high. But now it's pulling back. Now it's around 50%. But what we know is like, look at that. Like so early this year, like March, February, Shiba Inu pulled a massive run, which we know now. Shiba Inu follows Bitcoin as well. People want it. We know that that's a top meme coin that's gonna possibly pull back another all-time high, right? So the same thing goes for Dogecoin. Now we have also Dog We've Had, Floki, and all that stuff. So what we want to focus on now is these top meme coins, right? Because of simply their market cap, and also it shows they have most of the holders, and they have most of the exchange listings, and they have most of the fame and the attention and all that is needed for a cryptocurrency to thrive. And we know too well Dogecoin is known by most of the people. You tell them about Dogecoin, they will know what it is. Shiba Inu a bit, Pepe is getting there. What you really want to answer is which one of these three is gonna be that top meme coin of this cycle that's gonna pull those massive gains like Dogecoin back in the days, that's gonna run with this massive pump, right? And it's gonna make those huge runs, right? And create that hype and FOMO and the future meta or the future narrative that you want to be early on, not like some daddy coin, right? So what we know is these three followed Bitcoin. If Dogecoin comes back to its all-time high, it's gonna be at $100 billion in its market cap, and people are gonna say, oh my god, Dogecoin is back to its all-time high, right? Shiba Inu is the same. People are just gonna say Shiba Inu is back to its all-time high. But for Pepe, this is the shocker, right? If Pepe pulls a $100 billion in its market cap. So last cycle we had Dogecoin pulling $100 billion in its market cap, Shiba Inu 50, which was a derivative of Dogecoin, just keep in mind. So this was like Doge related dogs and all that stuff. But now this cycle we have Pepe. So keep that in mind, right? If Pepe is the shocker of this cycle, Pepe is the coin that's gonna be that massive runner that follows Bitcoin, because we've seen this historically now that Pepe does that, and Pepe becomes the top meme coin and pulls 100 billion. What narrative is related to Pepe that we know now gonna stay here or gonna pump with this massive pump up only season, or we're not gonna get left? When the train is gonna leave, we know that our coins are gonna pump with it. That's the most important. Instead of trying to find new coins here and trying to outtrade the market and trying to outsmart the market and be smart and all that crazy stuff, what we want to know is this coin gonna pump with this massive run. That's why we say we're investing for a long time, for 6 months, 1 year. Can I hold this coin? Can I diamond hand it, not be a spaghetti hand for the duration of the bull market? Do I have some kind of conviction, or do I trust enough this narrative that it's gonna pump with it? So like last cycle, Dogecoin pumped, it pulled Shiba Inu with it to 50 billion. So if Pepe is the Dogecoin of this cycle, the Pepeverse is gonna be the Shiba Inu of this cycle. That's how we see it. This means if Pepe is the Dogecoin of this cycle, the Pepeverse is gonna pull a 50 billion. This means, right, you got your bet on Base, your bet on ETH, your Pepe, your Andes, your Pepe on other chains, your Andy on Blast, your Andy on ETH, and all that. Besides Solana. Solana is a Jitlana now. I'm calling it Jitlana. You don't want to touch anything on Solana for now until we have resolved the issue with Solana. So this means these coins are going to 20 billion, 10 billion, and more, right? This means coins like Andy now at 180 million can do by 100x or like 50x, or coins like Brett ETH can do 1000x, because these are all leveraged on Pepe. But now what, there is one thing also to ask, right? So what are the chances of this bet? So we have top 3 meme coins. We have Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and Pepe. If Dogecoin comes back as the top meme coin of the cycle and Pepe fades away and Pepe does nothing from here, then we're gonna have just the exact same thing like the last cycle, where Dogecoin is gonna rally to 100 billion and Shiba Inu is gonna go back to 50 billion. So it's all-time high and then it's done, right? Like we're gonna go this and do this, and we don't have any relatives. Maybe Floki, right, is the second derivative to Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, or like BONK on Solana is also like a derivative DOGECOINE, and that's it. But the second chance is Pepe, right? So what if? So we have a 50% chance, right? Like 50% chance Dogecoin is gonna be the top runner and the dog coins are gonna follow, or 50% chance Pepe is gonna be the runner and the Pepeverse coins are gonna follow, right? We have a 50% chance. I am personally betting on Pepe as the narrative of this cycle, and for the simple reason that it's a new coin. People love new things. People love the shiny object. People love cheap prices. People love all that stuff, right? And Pepe the green frog, and we've seen also Elon Musk tweeting about it like back in the days in 2023. And it's a new cycle coin. This is very important to understand that back in the days, right, back in 2021, the coins that pumped were new coins like Avalanche, Ethereum Killers, Luna, and Dogecoin, Shiba Inu. Those were new coins that never pumped before. They never seen a pump. Usually what we notice in the crypto space is that coin that's already had a massive pump in the previous bull market, they barely come back, right? They barely come back. They do this and that's it, like XRP or Litecoin and something like that, like EOS and these really relics from the previous cycles. So that's what we know. We know that people like the new shiny thing, right? Like the new object. The same way you do now when you're trading on Solana, the Daddy and Mother coin and all the other shiny objects. But people love the new thing. And what's the new thing of this cycle is Pepe, right? So I did say that 50% chance Pepe is gonna pump and become the new narrative, or Dogecoin 50% chance. But for me personally, I would say that 75% chance Pepe is gonna be the biggest gainer, or like the new shocker to 100 billion and all that stuff, and gonna be that massive pump of this cycle, like this first pump, right, ever to pull 100 billion. But then in the next cycle it's gonna do less, right? It's gonna be like maybe in 2027 or something, it's gonna be the Shiba Inu, right? Like it's gonna do half of that. It's still gonna pump, but it's gonna do half of that, like we're seeing with Shiba Inu. What this means is the Pepeverse narrative is gonna be that $50 billion narrative of this cycle, like Shiba Inu. The problem is Shiba Inu was the only coin, right? So 50 billion. So it means that 50 billion is gonna be spread around Andes, Land Wolves, and Bretts, and Dark Lords, and all that narrative that you know about, right? Or that you want to research. Basically, it's a Pepeverse narrative. We can get a 50 billion like Shiba Inu on the other ones, or a money rotation, like 50 billion goes from one coin to the other, from one coin to the other, until they all pump, make that massive pump, right, to 1 billion, 2 billion, and sell off. We also got Brett on Base right now at 1.4 billion. This could also go to 10 billion from here, right? So the only problem is I like to find low market cap gems, right, that are related, because we're still early to this, right? People are not thinking about it yet. Like even though we've seen like people are kind of we have early buyers, but the people that are gonna start to see this, or like the late buyers and all that stuff that are gonna pump it, they still think Dogecoin is a meme coin from the last cycle that they're gonna buy. These people haven't logged in yet. The retail, the so-called, like some of them logged in, and these were the guys that sent Shiba Inu here to almost 75% retrace back to its all-time high. These were the same people. They're still holding, as you can see like the price is holding well, and they might, as soon as they feel bullish again, pump a bit Shiba Inu, but it's not gonna be like that massive run or the shocker that's gonna make it to the news and make it to everyone's mind, make everybody understand, right? Like if Pepe does that Pepe versus the thing. The same way now we're all kind of like in our own little groups, like FOMOing into these Pepeverse narrative because we understand it, but like the majority of people still haven't woken up to this, right? To the Pepeverse, to Pepe could be the shocker, and the Pepe relatives comes back, right? So we got that. We also got like the blockchain meme coins, or top meme coins of their blockchain. That's also a narrative, right? We're gonna have different narratives, but I'm just like covering the top one, which is gonna be the Pepeverse, and then we have the top meme coins of their blockchain. So like we're seeing now Resistance Dog pumping, and we've seen also recently Andy on Blast pumping, and these are all actual bullish coins, right? Like if you've missed this, you want to wait for a bit of a drop, or like you want a DCA or whatever, but this is a narrative of its own, like blockchain meme coins and Pepeverse coins and Elon Musk coins. Like I do think these are all kind of coins that are gonna make it, besides those few that have their own strong communities that I like Turbo, which by the way now is coming back $200 million market cap. What I told you guys I'll be more interested in is gonna start trading around it, like, and don't freak out because this is normal, right? Like we do get those retracements, like from the high to the low. We've seen this over and over. Now if you're holding Turbo, right now you see Turbo down 60%, usually they go down 70%, just to let you know, right? And then from there they recover. We've seen this with almost every coin. We've seen this with Pepe, we've seen this with almost everyone, like Book of Meme, Breton Base, seen this with Pepe, we've seen this with Dog, we've had Floki, they all do that. Bonk also, after it got listed on Binance, it pulled back 70%. Community coins, like community coins, I do think if they are also related to Pepeverse, it makes them even stronger, or like they are the top of their blockchain. But what I like about Turbo is it's on ETH, right? ETH is a strong, not like Lana blockchain. ETH has like strong hands, people that understand markets and all that stuff. So you're gonna have also your coins, like your community coins on ETH and stuff like that, that are gonna do also their runs. But I personally think that the Pepeverse top meme coins on their blockchain and the Elon related are gonna be the strongest ones. And that's about it here today, guys. So to keep it short, is the pump over? It is not over yet. The up only season hasn't started. That's what we're waiting for. What's more likely to happen now is sideways, right? Don't expect your pumps like 100 200% pumps from Pepe, and let the guy sleep a bit, let the guy relax, let the guy accumulate and get new people to hold and new holders, and the G's get out and lose money and all that stuff, and then we get the rally, right? So we're waiting for that. So this also could start around July, August. That's what we're waiting for now, guys. Anyways, I hope this was helpful, and thank you so much for watching today's video till the end, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.